Right. Thank you, Christina, and thank you for having me. Hello, everyone. My name is Simone Pirrotta. I'm at Italian Space Agency. I'm head of the Office for Robotic Exploration Missions. And I will describe our recent initiatives and plans for the coming years regarding moon exploration. I prepared briefly outlines. I will describe the global approach that we have, the survey that we performed in the recent period with our communities, and the running initiatives that we have in place and the ones that are about to start. Of course, for all of us, the starting point is the discussion in the international consensus of the ISIC-G, and we contribute to the discussion and to the preparation of the, we are preparing an update of the supplement for the global exploration roadmap, which is focused on moon exploration. We have several paths to our target. We have purely national initiatives and national programs. We contribute to ESA initiatives, of course, because we are part of ESA, and we are also active in the international scenario for bilateral cooperation, and not only, and also multilateral, of course. We have several, we put our heritage and mixed with our perspective in a recent exercise at the agency in order to identify the main lines that we want to count on. And of course, we have an important heritage, I can say, in robotic exploration, especially for instruments devoted to measurements and investigation in ESA, as participation to ESA mission. So currently we have several lines related to the human initiatives. Of course, will contribute to the gateway through the ESA contributions and modules. And we aim to reach the moon surface with several other initiatives. A couple of them are related to ESA calls and that are already for payloads that have been already selected. And we have also a couple of small orbiters in preparation that we expect to have a flight opportunity very soon. One is it's really on the pad, literally. So and it's Argo Moon. I will have a short description of it. In the Robotic Exploration Mission Office, we're planning several lines and activities with specific application and something which is more related to the platforms, both orbital and on surface, which are of course a little bit more long-term planned, but we really invest in it. In the past years, we also have several opportunities for serving our communities, both the scientific one and the industrial one. And we had several meetings, and a good product of this is the white paper that the National Institute of Astrophysics prepared with the desiderata and the proposals for something which can be really game changer, or something which is more short term. And we have several interesting sources of ideas that we are considering coming from this survey. At the same time, we had an also interesting interaction with our partners, using our partnership with the survey as an associate agency. We were trying to identify possible areas of cooperation for the scientific communities, in particular related to the experiments on the surface and ISRU, which is one of the main line that we intend to promote. So going quickly to the running activities, we have on board of Artemis 1 mission, we have among the secondary payloads, the 13 secondary payloads, we have a 6U CubeSat, which is named Argo Moon. And that will be, by the way, will be the first deep space national satellite, quasi deep space national, near deep space national satellite. And it will be separated in the first bus stop. And the main aim of the mission is to capture historical pictures of the ICPS, the SLS stage, and also to validate several SLS activities like the deployment of the other CubeSat, for example. In a second phase, after several maneuvers, the satellite will be placed in an orbit which will allow several moon flybys and the capturing of images of the moon surface for scientific purposes. This is ConOps and the main steps of the mission profile. The most relevant onboard technology is the detection of the targets, because there is an autonomous navigation close ICPS that will require the capability on board of detection of several, identification of several targets. The software works at several levels and will allow the identification and targeting, keeping the target always in the field of view of the cameras. So it is a very interesting platform that, by the way, we are also using, contributing to the DART mission with our LiCheCube satellite. The platform is quite the same, and we hope it will show a good performances and a good flexibility for several scenarios. The system has been integrated and tested in the past month and then delivered to NASA for integration last summer on board of SLS and on the OSA stage. And it's now waiting for the target launch window is the one that is called launch period 25, as you probably know, end of August and beginning of September. Currently, we have several activities and recent check and the battery charging, of course. Another interesting initiative is the Lumio mission, which is a small satellite, has been selected by ESA for a launch opportunity, and it aims to detect impacts of asteroid and meteors on the far side of the moon. So detecting the flashes on a side, on a surface. For the moon surface activities, an Italian payload has been candidated, and it's going to benefit from a commercial opportunity in the frame of the CLIPS program. The instrument is called Lugre, and it is a GNSS experiment for the first time on the moon surface, benefiting from a long-term heritage of Italian community in this area. So the main goals are in particular related to check these functionalities for the first time on an approaching orbit and then from the moon surface. Another payload that will fly in the frame of the ESA opportunities is the Moonlight retroreflector, which will be has been selected from ESA to be candidated for a CLIPS flight to the moon surface. And another area where we are very active, benefit from the heritage of the pressurized module that we contributed in particular to the ISS, and not only, of course, also for the supplying of ISS. And in this frame, we will, of course, our national industries will contribute to the gateway as part of ESA for the iHub in particular. But recently, we had also an interesting achievement because ASI and NASA signed an interesting agreement to start with an official study for a lunar surface multipurpose module that could be an Italian contribution to the Artemis program. And it really happened about 1 month ago. Another interesting area that we identified after our survey of the national capabilities is ISRU, and in particular the oxygen production from regolith. In the past years, there was a study promoted by ESA that had an interesting result in Italian academy, in particular in the Polytechnic of Milan and in other, with support of local industries. And they achieved the first extraction of an interesting amount of water from lunar regolith simulant. So our main purpose is to discuss with our partners to have an opportunity for a demonstration payload that could validate the process on moon surface and of course be open the season for a new support to the next exploration initiatives. I think that's all. Thank you for your attention. And if you have any question, we can briefly go into some details. Thank you.